Hey, this week was a very big one, but before we get into this week, first things first, we always gotta go to the song of the day, which today it was really hard for me to come up with a song of the day because I'm on my R&B tip right now, you know what I mean? I'm on my R&B tip, so I decided to make one R&B, one rap. So my R&B song of the day is Untitled, How Does It Feel by D'Angelo. It was hard to pick between this, Brown Sugar, and let me see the other song I had Coming Down by The Weeknd from House of Balloons. Those are the three songs I had in my head because those are like my three most recently listened to songs, or like most listened to songs of the week. R&B wise is those three. But my most listened to rap song by far this week is Clouds by J. Cole. It's probably, I think it's his newest single. Very, very good song. I think that he brought back a lot of shit that I didn't really see in his last few like drops and shit like that. So I'm very excited for what the fall off may entail. Anyway, first things first, we gotta talk about the biggest thing. Kendrick Lamar and SZA went to Toronto, and that was a big thing apparently. To be honest, I knew it wasn't gonna be no shit. There was that one cornball that's bald, and I forgot his name, but he tried to pull up to Kendrick's hotel or whatever the fuck. They didn't let him in. Duh. Like, what the fuck? You're threatening to kill him. This is the whole thing about like people who are like, oh, why you hired? You want him to like be out there when people say they want to shoot him? Like, this is the stupid shit I talk about from the internet. But I will say, every day I'm sad I'm broke because I can't see any of the fucking shit. Like, I can't go to any of them concerts. They all sold out where I'm around, which sucks. But I'm pretty sure there's another one today. I'm thinking it was a double header. They said there was going to be two in Toronto. He performed, obviously, the diss tracks. He performed Not Like Us. He performed, what's it called? Euphoria. You know what I mean? So, you know, had a lot of fun over there. And I saw a video of somebody doing street interviews, and there was like an obvious demographic of people who was on Drake's dick. And I know some people might say I look like I'm part of that demographic. I'm not. Suck my dick. But yeah, man, I'm a big fan of Kendrick. I'm happy he's doing well with the tour and shit. I think it's been the biggest tour, or like it's up there for like biggest tour, and it's not even halfway through. But before we continue, real quick, completely off topic, just so y'all know, like real shit, because you probably seen these on TikTok before. It's the Drizzlicious little rice cake shits. And I'm going to keep it real. You know, I'm not sponsored. What the fuck? Why would they sponsor me? I've had all the flavors. They got s'mores. They got cookies and cream. And they got this birthday cake one. The birthday cake one is the best by far. But I will give them, like, they cool. None of them are insane. Like, they're all cool. So if you see people like, oh my god, I can't stop eating these, they're obviously getting paid. They're fine. I say like the highest I give the birthday cake an 8, but the lowest is a 7. So if you fuck with rice cakes and you want a little like light treat, I'd say you get those. If you don't, I really don't give a fuck. But yeah, yeah. Speaking of yeah, my boy, not even my boy, the boys Clips. They're coming out with an album very soon. I'm very excited for that. They have a song with Kendrick Lamar dropping, I believe, early July, if not the end of June. So like I'm very excited to see what they do there. Clips is a great group. I fuck with Pusha T heavy. One of my favorite songs of this, like one of the most listened to rap songs I have as well, is Nostalgia featuring Kendrick Lamar. I have been listening to Daytona crazy over the last few days. So yeah, I'm very excited to see what they do next. Let me see some other shit that might have happened, man. I'm not gonna lie, it's been a while, so I'm not the most prepped. I'm gonna be real. But let me see. Oh, this is the real shit that I gotta talk about. I gotta find the exact quotes. But I remember one for sure. Jpeg Mafia talking about Earl sweatshirt. And just so y'all know, I'm a big Earl guy. Earl is that dude to me. Like, he's nice. So, and he's been nice for over 10 years. So like, all due respect, I don't mean to be like, oh, Peggy's ass. It's just not for me. Like, I understand experimental, you want to go to different levels, you want to show that you can do all this shit in rap music. Sure, bro, have fun with it. Literally have fun with it, do your thing. But don't expect me to fuck with it, because I think a lot of the time, and I'm not even trying to sound like an old head, it just sounds like a bunch of noise a lot of the time. Which, if that's your shit, if you like rage music, if you like rock, shit like that, I can fuck with some rock songs, I can fuck with some rage songs. But I haven't really found a Peggy song that I can really stick to other than like On or Off the Drugs, the album. I think that's an album or a song. I've heard some shit like that. It was cool, but like other than that, it's like I can't really get behind it as much as other people can, which is cool. You can like what you like. But saying that Earl and Alchemist make the same shit every time is like, okay, you're not listening. You're not listening. Earl Sweatshirt has one of my top 10 favorite albums and some rap songs. I listen to that shit. It is probably the easiest listen album of the 2010s. Like, you can listen to that shit in any time, any place. Just don't listen too heavy if you're trying to be happy, because you won't be. You genuinely won't be after you listen to that. But what I will say is, Alchemist is one of the greatest producers of all time. Earl is like one of the best like wordsmiths, the way that he's able to flip and bend the words that he has. So to just go on TV and say, oh, I'm trying to do different shit, I'm different than that, I'm better than that. I understand you want to be confident in yourself, but I hate to break it to you, Peg, you're not better than Earl. You're not better than Earl. Could you be? I don't know. To other people you might be, but nah, you're not better than Earl. Anyway, another thing that he said that Drake raps about the same shit, and he need to stop talking about bitches. He's 40. And as y'all know, I'm a big fan of old Drake. Not really the biggest fan of his newer shit, because I feel like it's boring and bland and just not him. Like, when he raps about gangster shit, I really don't see it. Like, I'm sorry. Like, I'm not even on that. Like, I'm never gonna come on here and be like, yeah, I'm about that shit. No, that's not me. But one thing's for sure, though, he's not on that. He's never been on that, and that's heavily documented. So let's not act like he's anything but what he's already told us he is. So when I see like Jpeg say that, I understand where he's coming from, and I do agree some of Drake's songs are repetitive, and I feel like some of the shit is kind of weird. Like talking about moving out of your mom's house. You're 30, like 9, 40. Why are you hanging out with girls who are still trying to move out of their parents' crib? Like that's not it. That's not it. But I do disagree with the fact that Drake should like venture out into shit that he just doesn't experience in life. Like, I don't want Drake to rap about like trials and tribulations, because he's never had those. Like, I understand he lived with a single mother. His dad wasn't really around. He lived in Memphis or whatever the fuck. But like, genuinely speaking, Drake didn't really go through that many trials and tribulations when it comes to like poverty and not being able to get what he want, or like you know, being scared of what's gonna happen to him, because he lived in a good place. He was cool. So like, sure, rap about women, because that's like it's probably his biggest thing, but don't rap about like young women. just keep it to women your age, bro. That's really how I feel. Another thing I've seen a lot of people were saying that the Drake and Kendrick beef has led to like Kendrick's career being revolved around Drake, which is like dumb as fuck. Really, really stupid. And I genuinely, I don't know how anybody but a Drake fan could think that, because simply off of the fact of Kendrick's biggest song off of his new album is an R&B song, not about Drake, with SZA. And that song is like, I think it's still in the top 10. It was #1, broke records. It's like literally, it has been going in circulation since the album dropped. So to be out here saying, oh, it's all about Drake, he's only getting this type of fame because he's beef with Drake. No, not even close. And if you really think that he got famous off of the Drake shit, you don't know who Kendrick Lamar is. You haven't been listening to rap for more than 5 years. You're honestly a little fucking pipsqueak. And I want to give you a nuggie and fucking wet willy and put your head in the toilet, pussy. Sorry. But like, genuinely, it's one of those things where you're just dumb if you think that way. Like, you're genuinely just idiotic. I had something else. Oh, Lil Wayne dropped an album. Anyways, let me think. What else could I talk about in this quick little brief time? I know it's not the most prepared video, but hey, that's how it be sometimes. Sometimes you just gotta get something out. Yesterday there was the NBA Finals. If you follow the podcast, I have it in the description below. Me and Ricky are gonna talk about that very soon. Listen to more old R&B, even if it's like from the 70s. Like, that's that type of shit. And not even just R&B. Listen to some soul. Get your heart right. Get your mind right. I'm telling you, you gotta listen to some shit. Listen to some Ray Charles. Listen to some Sam Cooke. Listen to some Stevie Wonder. Because the first time I heard Stevie Wonder, I didn't like the first time I heard of Stevie Wonder wasn't because of music. It's just because he was like blind. So I didn't really know how fucking like insane the music was until I really sat down and listened to that shit. And bro, I was addicted to fuck, what's that called? I made a video about it. I did a TikTok about it. If you seeing this, you probably seen it from the TikTok. But fuck. I don't cut shit out, so I'm not gonna cut it out. But fuck. Let me see, Stevie. Songs in the Key of Life. That's the album. You also gotta listen to people like Luther Vandross. Like, you gotta listen to people who really be out here, man. Because I feel like the current landscape of music, I'm not saying music is gonna die out soon. I'm saying the current landscape of music, whether it comes to R&B or rap or anything really, it's all contingent on like virality and I think I'm using big words in this bitch. It's all contingent on virality and like TikTok ability. So like a lot of songs are very TikTokable. I remember what I had to talk about, but they're all of the songs are very TikTokable. So like some songs in its like complexity and like entirety, in its completion, the songs really aren't that good. Like there's some songs where you hear them on TikTok, there's little clips, and they make sure they get the clip so people can use that. But after the clip part of the song, it's not really hitting on shit. But I was gonna talk about the BET Awards, and one thing that really bothered me, and I noticed it bothered a lot of people, but it really bothered me in the moment. There was a young lady, I think her name is Robin Levine. I don't know how to say her name, but she has a song that is pretty popular on TikTok, it's a decent song. It's not necessarily my cup of tea, but it does do what it's supposed to do, and it sounds pretty good. One thing for sure though, the BET Awards, I think it puts people of color, when it comes to musicians and like musical wise, it puts them in a box of R&B and rap, because those are really like the only awards that they have for some reason. But when she was performing, specifically, they had a stream, I believe, it was Kai and Drewski. They were like, they didn't know the song, or like they were being disrespectful about it. I really can't bring myself to watch the full clip because it's extremely disrespectful to this young artist who's just trying to make alternative music as a person of color. It just shows how hard it is to do that, because your own like community will end up saying things about you. But also the BET Awards in general, I saw a lot of cool things from those stream moments, to be honest. Like Drewski is, in case you didn't know, Drewski's very much a friend of Drake, so to see him like near Kendrick Lamar looking really testy and kind of pussy, I'm not gonna lie, he looked pussy, which I don't expect Drewski to be on no shit, like, to be honest, I don't, but like he looked mad pussy. So it was very funny, and just to see like Kai was even real awkward with him because he's trying to be cool with Drake. You know, streamers dig ride him, which is cool. I don't really care because he be on that stream and shit. I don't care, but seeing that was pretty funny. Cam Newton, that fit, bro, burn it. I'm a Panthers fan. Burn that shit, man. Fuck. But yeah, let me just give a serious review of Lil Wayne's album. It is one of the worst produced albums I think I've ever heard. It is his worst album by far, and I think that he should just stick to being a feature artist full time, because he has great features consistently. When it comes to making his own songs at this point, put down the microphone. Come here. Wayne, I love you. Put down the mic, bro. You're a GOAT. You're a legend. Your legacy's set. You don't gotta do nothing else, bro. Just let it go. But yeah, hopefully I'll be back very soon. I love doing these. I love talking about music. I love talking about pop culture shit. So, you know what I mean? And like I said before, if you want to try these, go ahead. They're healthy. They taste alright. But like, I'm not getting paid for it, so I don't give a fuck if you try them for real. Have a good day and peace.